Hello, tackle practitioners. On this episode, I'm going to go a little more in depth and show you how I take my water decal slides, or you can actually use this for your stencils as well. Uh, Basically, what I'll do is I want to make sure they're going to fit the lure that I'm going to do. So, how I go about it? Yeah, here we go. And I'm using the Cricut Design Space software with my Cricut. We're going to start off, we're going to upload an image. Well, I've already got it in here basically. So here is my lure. What I do is I take a picture of the lure itself and then I'll run it through Inkscape, or you can go through several different apps. Remove the background so that way it's a transparent background. And I'm only using this for a temporary, just so I can size up my decal. So that way I'll see what it looks like when I put it on, before I put it on the lure itself. So now I've got that in there, and of course you can use a background, it doesn't matter on there, but I just like to clean it up because what I end up doing is I take an image of all the crankbaits bodies, lure bodies that I order. I take a picture of it, and I have a description, and I actually make a barcode and put them in a file on my QuickBooks. So that way I can go back through if I need to reorder, boom, I can hit the daggone UPC with my or my barcode with my scanner, and it'll pull it up so I know where I got it from, who I ordered, how much I paid for it, what have you. Makes it easier for to reorder. That way I'm a little bit more organized. But here we go. And now I've got the image in there for the crankbait, and we're going to apply this little feller, and we're going to add that to the canvas. Now, if you haven't uploaded it already, when you click on that, you go in there and you search your file folder and your picture, add it, and it uploads it. So what I'm going to do is there's two ways you could go about this and sizing it. One, you can just drag it from the corners, what have you, or you can go up here, and if you know what size you actually want, you can unlock it, which I'm going to go ahead and unlock it, and then you can type in what size, or you can control it this way or that way, doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to position it to about the size I want. Now you can actually increase this if you want, if you're hard of seeing, or you can't hardly see, or you just want to don't hurt your eyes as much. You can expand that, and then you can drop, drag, pull, what have you. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure I don't make this too big, because I'm going to create an offset, so it will actually, when I run it through the Cricut machine, it cuts around the outside edges of this. I don't want it to cut out everything that's black, of course, but I'm going to have a little buffer zone here, so I'm going to increase that just a little bit, and I think that looks okay there. Alright, now don't worry about this image here. We're going to get rid of the crankbait, so we don't want to have that printed out either, or cut out. So what I want to do is I want to click back on that. I've already got it set for print and cut. Now I want to create an offset. Okay, so I'm going to create the offset. Now on the previous, I've explained on how you do the offset, but you can see it already comes in at 0.25, quarter inch. That gives that little blue line all the way around, which that's where the Cricut machine will actually see to cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce that just a little bit, and let's see how it looks. And I'm going to, so I can see with my offset, because this is a black component of the picture, let's say we'll go to blue. Alright, let's go, that is, it's going to cut on the outline here itself, but we'll go white. I like going white. Alright, and so then I can take that and I can see that's where it's going to cut, that white outline. It'll cut around that. So now I can do the offset again, basically, and I believe I should be able to reduce it a little bit further. Turn it black. We can go back to a white, or what if you feel like that's you've gone through and done a boo-boo, it's easy fix. You can pull your image away, you can click on that offset, and then you can right click, delete. I'm going to do it again. Delete, and there, it's gone. So now, boop, put my image back over there. I'm going to click on the offset, but this time you can see the little blue outline. All right. You can go ahead and you can turn that to white, which that's normally what I end up doing, because you see automatically default as it goes to the black. So I go white. All right, and it's just going to cut out the outline. Don't have to worry about all the inside here, what have you, but that's what I want to do. All right, so now the crankbait itself, if I go in and measure, let me take a measurement real quick. Okay, so what we do, we measured it, and I'm measuring the complete lure from the bill to the end of the eye, and basically we're right at, so we're going to say 4 and let's see, we're going to say 4.5 inches. So if I click on that, I'll come up here and unlock it, so it's basically 4.5 inches, so I'll go 4.50. And then the height is 1 inch. Don't worry about that. It'll be all right. All right. So now, there is my actual lure. Now, you see what happened though is I put that in and it left the airborne over here, my image, and that's over here. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you. Back up. Just go your return. Come in. I'll do it again. Clicked on it too quick. Left click. Let go, come down here and attach. Okay, so now I've got the whole thing attached. They're both together, so now I can move them around. So now if I come up here, unlock it, and I'll put in my 4.5, come over here to the height, which it says 1 inch, and click on that. Boom, there we go, we've got it. All right, now we see what it's going to look like. So that's pretty cool there, right? Well, now I need to print and cut this without the lure body, okay? So it still says print and cut, which is a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. You see where it's attached. I'll come over here, detached. Now I can click on the actual image itself for the lure, or come over here, click on it. I can either use the delete, or I can use the right click and then choose to delete it. We'll just do it this way. Delete. Boom. There we go. Now, all right. So I've got the size I need. Now all we have to do is take that and, whoops, take it. I'll get it here in a minute. My goodness. You see what I did? The offset's still here. So you go back to it. Now what you do is you come in, you left click, and same thing, I'm going to attach. All right, so now I've got them both attached. Just in case for safety precautions, I flatten just to make sure it's all one image, and so make sure it's still all together. It's all together, and it's changed it. I don't know why it changed. Oh, that's right, it's the size. It didn't change it because it's not the size of the lure. So then I can go in here and right click, and I can duplicate, and I can, well, put it beside it. Now I can left click, then right click, duplicate those. But now what I'll do is I'll take both of these, put it beside it, and instead of doing onesies at a time like that, whatever, left click again, right, well, excuse me, yeah, you can left click them, you can come down here and hit attached, or you can go over here, right click again and attach. So now I've got all 4 of these together, so I can duplicate, they pop up, and move them over there again. So now I have a few of them in a row here, and now we're going to send it to the printer, because I guess I'm going to go ahead and make 8 of these just to show you as a temporary. Now also too, you can actually put a name on here, a text. So if I'm going to do a text, I can come in and select text, and let's say we're going to probably put okay, so we got the names in here that I want to do, and I've already done a few of them, but I had a computer glitch. Yeah, I need some donations for a new computer, guys and gals. But anyway, we're going to do the same thing here like we did before. Yeah, I click on that. It still says print and cut. Now I do the offset. and then of course it's going to give me that little weld, or that, excuse me, let me do the weld here, and I can reduce that back down. Might have to redo this again. Let me get back in here. There you go. All right, let's try it one more time here. First, I can actually take a look, maybe, and see what the offset is. No, can't do that. All right, so it's left the same. Just want to make sure. Do the offset. I'll come in here, reduce that down a little bit. That looks pretty good. Do the offset welds. Don't want that. We'll apply that. Remember, it turns it black, but I like to do white. And actually, this one here is going to print out on a clear decal transfer paper, and we're going to go ahead and attach these real quick and flatten. All right, so they're together too. All right, so I've got those, and I need to actually save those separately because these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the clear. I was going to do a white background on the transfer for paper, so the eagle would shine through really well on the white. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I don't know how the yellow is going to come through on the clear, the transparent. But we're going to try to find out. How's that? We're going to try to print it out, and we're going to see. So here we go. Give me a second. Let me get it over here to the printer, and we're going to go ahead and send this over to the printer itself and get ready to make it. Excuse me. And it's come out. It's all right because it's all going to cut around all this stuff, so it's fine and dandy. So then it's still print and cut. So that we want to make sure that, and material size and that, whatever. And so now we're going to send it to the printer. All right, I'm going to pause here for a second, and I'm going to load up one of each, and we're going to see what happens. Now, when it gets ready to go to print, okay, I need it to, there you go, I'm taking it to my HP, but also too, I want to not add a bleed and use the system dialog for it to print. That way it's a little bit clearer, what have you. So, and then go ahead and hit print, and hopefully it prints out okay. And this is be on the transparent side of things. So we're going to find out here in just a moment and see if it prints out the yellow like that I want, because I would like to have the holographic image to actually come through the eagle itself. I think that'd be kind of cool. If not, we'll just cut it all with white. So here we go. We'll find out. Okay, so now we're all printed, ready to go. Now I changed my my settings, my material to cardstock 80 pound. You can play around with yours. I just see, I want to make sure it gets cut through. So you can actually go in here and press the fast mode. I just take it slow and easy. There's no need to get into any hurries and have any boo-boos. But let's take a look and see how it's cut. All right, so we got it all loaded up in the machine on the mat, and of course mine is underneath my work counter here. So it's a little bit tight here, a little dark, but that's okay. And of course we're flashing on the screen our little button to cut. So let's hope and pray, let's keep our fingers crossed to see if this cuts out the way we want. So it's actually preparing to cut. So now, oh, there we go, it's doing something here. Now you're going to watch, you'll see the light come on, and that's looking, it's going to be looking for your little corners that it printed out there. So that way we can find out if it's going to cut. Hopefully it cuts right. Hopefully this works out right. If not, I'm going to have to do another video. So it takes a little second. It's going through all four corners. It's looking for them. And depending on where it was, I mean, if you have a whole full sheet, it'll mark the corners wherever you're at. And I got a helper over here right now that's wanting to get in the video. He's a ham. This is Goofy. Yep, he's a black and tan coon hound. I even got another helper over here. That's Otis Redding Jr. Close to the wheels. So here we go. Let's see if it cuts out okay. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope we did it right. think I did it wrong on the name. It's cutting out around the name for some reason. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to pause for a second. We'll find out. Okay, there we go. It looks like it cut them out okay. I had an issue. This mat, I've cleaned it over and over and over. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years. I've got some other ones. I've got some of the 24-inch ones. This is not that sticky anymore. I need to recondition it or just throw it away and just break down and buy a new one. My 24-inch mats are so big, I need to make an extension over here on my bench, or under my bench that is, and that I can pull in and out, which I might do that. Anyhow, it cut them out all fine and dandy. It come over here and these come undone, unglued from the mat and stuck, and it just kind of made a big old mess. But there we go. Now, instead of wasting the whole sheet, I end up taking, and I cut my sheet before I take those out. I'll take a ruler, stick it across there, cut it, so that way I still have the whole full sheet, or 3/4 of a sheet, that I can print more items on. So there you go. Hopefully that kind of helps you out a little bit. We'll try to get this video up as soon as I can. If you like the content, give me a shout. Any comments, questions, you can put them here in the comments here, or you can go ahead and send me an email at tacotactician@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, whatever they do. Hit that like bell, that bell, whatever, to stay informed. I'm not a big YouTube fan. Well, I'm a fan, but as far as making content, you can see I'm a definitely amateur at this. But hopefully I'll help you out. And if you want to see how to apply these, now you can go over to, I'll put a link in the bottom of the video, or go in our playlist and you can find it. But hopefully it kind of helps you out a little bit, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Keep on keeping on, and make those lures shining bright like you do. Thank you again for watching Tackle Tactician.
I spent most of my young life in some kind of trouble.